Hey there, creepy peeps. Welcome to my channel if you are new here, and welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Today I'm gonna give you some horror movie recommendations. Quick disclaimer though, before we get into anything, I am not sponsored by Amazon. Patrons gave me this idea and I thought it was a really good idea considering that I watch a lot of my horror movies on Amazon Video. So while I am not sponsored by Amazon, I do use Amazon affiliate links quite often, and you can tell when I'm using them because I always mark somewhere, put a little disclaimer somewhere that it is an affiliate link. So that being said, all of the movies I'm about to talk about will have an Amazon affiliate link in the description. You do not need to use that link. I'm not forcing you to go rent a movie using that link. If you do, the channel gets a small kickback if you rent the movie using that link. That's all. Yeah. Anyways, so the point of this video, Prime Day is the 15th and the 16th, and so I thought I would recommend to y'all some horror movies that maybe have flown under your radar, or maybe you just haven't gotten around to watching yet, that are available with a Prime subscription. So there are tons of horror movies on Amazon Video. Not all of them great, but there is a good and varied selection. There are a ton of popular picks like Hereditary, A Quiet Place, the new Suspiria, Zombieland, Annihilation, and All Hallows Eve. And there are also classics like Monster Squad, Creepshow 2, American Werewolf in London, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, Friday the 13th, and actually quite a lot of that franchise is included as well, and Hellraiser. And there are way more popular picks and classic horror movies on there, but literally it could take me like a whole hour-long video to list them all. But all that aside, I'm gonna share with you guys 10 movies that maybe I think a lot of you haven't seen yet, or just haven't gotten around to watching yet, and maybe they've been on your watch list. So these are all available with a Prime subscription. Here we go. The first one I really recommend is Digging Up the Morrow. It is written, directed by, and starring Adam Green. This movie follows Green as a documentary filmmaker who starts filming with a conspiracy theorist played by Ray Wise, who claims he has found the entrance to an underground city of monsters. I don't like very many found footage films. Like, it's a very small, selective group of found footage horror movies that I really enjoy and have watched on multiple occasions. This is one of them. And it's something different from Adam Green. It's not like Hatchet. It's not like any of his other movies. And he does it really well. He pulls it off so well. And there are amazing practical effects and makeup. Like, seriously, jaw hit the floor the first time I watched this movie. Like, it'll terrify you because those monsters look so fucking real. The next one I'm gonna recommend is It Comes at Night. Y'all probably remember this one. It didn't come out too long ago, but just to refresh, it's written and directed by Trey Edward Schultz and follows a family holed up in their home as an unknown threat looms outside. When a young couple seek refuge, things take a turn for the worst. It's a slow burn and extremely creepy. It's one of those, without giving too much away, very mysterious. You're kind of just thrust into this world where this kind of post-apocalyptic sort of thing has already happened. So you don't really know what's going on. The characters don't really know either, but they are acclimated to the world already. But I like that mystery. I think it makes it a whole lot scarier when you're thrust into the story and these characters are absolutely terrified of something outside, but we don't know what it is, and that scares me. So I love that about this movie. The next one I'm really gonna recommend is Willow Creek, which is written and directed by Bobcat Goldthwait. Probably saying his name wrong. This is also a found footage horror movie about a couple who go camping in Bigfoot country and try to find proof of the infamous cryptid. Another found footage horror movie? What? Seriously, I wrote a whole ass paper on this movie for one of my film studies classes because I loved it so much. Seriously. It's, again, kind of slow, but it just works so well, especially with the found footage aspect, surprisingly. If you do watch this movie, I highly, highly recommend you watch it at a time where you're not gonna be disturbed. Like, you don't gotta let your dogs in and out, you know, you're not expecting a package from Amazon or anything. Like, watch it when you think you're not gonna be disturbed, preferably with the lights off and with headphones and or a really nice sound system. Next one I'm gonna recommend is Jacob's Ladder, which I'm sure everyone knows about this one already, but it's a new favorite and I can't stop talking about it. So it is directed by Adrian Lin, and the film follows Jacob, a Vietnam War vet, mourning the loss of his son and simultaneously trying to uncover a potential conspiracy about weapons testing done on him during his time in Vietnam. Like I said, this is a new favorite. I just thought it would be helpful for you guys to know it is available with a Prime subscription, seeing as we just got the trailer for the remake, which is coming out sometime. I said this in my review and I'm gonna say it again. If you haven't seen this movie and you wanna check it out, don't look up anything about this movie before you watch it. Just don't. Don't even look up any summaries, because some of the summaries I did see online, like on IMDb and Letterboxd and stuff, were really spoilery. Just don't look up anything and go watch it. You'll be very grateful for that tip, I promise. Next one I'm gonna recommend is The Ruins, which was directed by Carter Smith, and it follows a group of friends vacationing in Mexico when they stumble upon some ruins. They become trapped in the ruins by locals and soon find out about the evil that lives within. I feel like this one is a little underrated. Like, in my opinion, people be sleeping on The Ruins. I feel like it's got just enough like mystery and enough gore in it just to be satisfying, and it is kind of a fun movie to watch in a group as well, because it's a very good what would you do type scenario. Like along with the characters, you're also kind of imagining how you would deal with the situation. So what I'm going to recommend is The Love Witch, which was written and directed by Anna Biller. The film follows Elaine, a witch trying to find love. She uses her magic to do so, but her spells all end up being too strong, leading the men to tragic ends. Very stylized movie. Visually, it's gorgeous. It's just one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen. Aesthetics for days. Aesthetics for days. It is not for everybody though. Like, I feel like I simultaneously feel like everybody should watch it, but I also kind of know it's a little bit of an acquired taste kind of movie. So I don't really blame anybody for not jiving with the movie if you don't, but just give it a shot. It's so good. Look up all of the work that Anna Biller did to make this movie. She designed set pieces, she designed costumes, she edited the movie. Like, homegirl is like a one-woman show, and like the fact that she created this movie almost not all on her own, but it feels like it was all on her own, I'm sure. So good. Next one I'm gonna recommend is Deathgasm, which is written and directed by Jason Lee Howden. The film follows two teenage metalheads who accidentally summon an evil entity when they play a cursed song. Just pure New Zealand horror comedy gold. Lots of laughs, lots of gore, and there's even a sex toy fight scene. It's just, it's so good. Like, definitely you need to have a crude sense of humor, I think, to get the full enjoyment of the movie, but it's really good. Then I had to throw a classic in there, Carnival of Souls. It's directed by Herc Harvey, and the film follows Mary, the sole survivor of a tragic accident, who lands a new job as a church organist in a new town. However, she finds herself drawn to an abandoned carnival on the outskirts of town. The atmosphere of this movie is just on point. The creepy organ music and the nightmare imagery just make this movie an instant classic. So good. So good, and with a nice twist ending as well. So again, don't look up spoilers for this one before you watch it, but very good. All right, last two here. Next one I'm gonna recommend is MFA. It's directed by Natalia Leach. I feel like I say that name wrong every time I talk about her. The movie follows an art student, Noelle, who accidentally kills her rapist, but ends up becoming an unlikely vigilante for other girls on her campus whose rapists have gotten away with it. I don't know why, but I just still feel like everybody is sleeping on this movie. I feel like, I don't know that it came out at the same time that Revenge did, but I feel like both of those movies came into my radar at the same time, and everybody loved Revenge. Nothing wrong with that. I liked Revenge. I liked MFA a whole lot more though. I feel like everyone was like sleeping on MFA because they were all freaking out over Revenge. Rightly so, because that movie is good. I thought it was like, it's another really good, clever twist on the rape revenge genre. And like Revenge, this was also written and directed by women, so just watch it, it's good. And then finally, I had to throw an anthology in here. So I'm gonna recommend you watch Southbound, the horror anthology, like I said, that all takes place along a desolate stretch of desert highway. My anthology, so I had to recommend at least one, and I think this one, when I did watch it, I reviewed it on this channel. I don't even know how long ago now. I think it got recommended to me by one of you guys also. But something about like desert towns just give me a feeling of like ghosts and demons and the devil. Do you know what I mean? Does it, like, anyone else get that feeling too? I don't know. I feel like if the devil is out and about trying to make deals with people, it's on a lonely stretch of highway near like a desert town. I feel like that's just like where he likes to operate. I also kind of love how each story almost kind of like bleeds into the next one. Like it feels like a very like cohesive kind of like flow. It's not like stop, go, it's just each story kind of flows into the next one. All right, so that's all of my horror recommendations on Prime. So these are all available with a Prime subscription. Once again, I am not sponsored by Amazon, but all of the movies I talked about, all the 10 movies I recommended, are in the description with affiliate links. There are some horror movies that you know of that are available on Amazon that you want to recommend in the comment section. Please do. I always need stuff to add to my watch list. It's such a long watch list, but I like having options. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a Creepy Peep today. I post videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you can ring that notification bell down there to maybe be notified every time I post a video or go live. I can't guarantee it's gonna work. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye.
This video is brought to you by all these lovely creepy patron peeps that you see listed on the left-hand side of the screen. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link that is in the description of this video. No pressure, but it's there if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching. Bye!